Most people think emotional maturity is easy to spot. They assume it looks like confidence, independence, or someone who always seems calm and unbothered. But psychology shows something a little uncomfortable. The traits we're usually drawn to first are often not emotional maturity at all. In fact, real emotional maturity is quiet. It doesn't try to impress, and because it doesn't create drama, most people completely overlook it, even when choosing partners, friends, or leaders. One of the clearest signs of emotional maturity is emotional consistency. Mature people don't treat you differently based on their mood, stress level, or what benefits them in the moment. You don't feel like you have to read between the lines or guess where you stand. Psychologically, consistency signals self-regulation. It means their emotions don't control their behavior. They do. And that predictability creates trust without them having to prove anything. Another sign people miss is low defensiveness. When you ask a genuine question or bring up a concern, emotionally mature people don't immediately protect their ego. They don't turn curiosity into conflict. They listen before reacting. Defensiveness often looks like confidence, but it's usually fear of being exposed. Emotional maturity allows someone to stay open even when their self-image feels challenged. You can also see emotional maturity in how someone handles accountability. Instead of over-explaining, justifying, or shifting blame, mature people can say simple things like, "You're right," or "That was on me." There's no performance around it. That ability doesn't come from weakness. It comes from emotional security. Another overlooked sign is emotional transparency without control. Emotionally mature people don't hide basic information or create unnecessary mystery. At the same time, they don't use emotions to manipulate outcomes or gain leverage. You feel informed, not managed, clear, not confused. And that matters because confusion is rarely accidental. Clarity is a quiet form of emotional intelligence. The most missed sign of all is empathy under pressure. When life becomes stressful, emotionally immature people become self-focused. Emotionally mature people may struggle too, but they don't emotionally disappear. Their care doesn't shut off just because things get uncomfortable. And that consistency under pressure is one of the strongest indicators of true maturity. Here's what changes once you start noticing this. Emotional maturity doesn't feel exciting. It feels calm. It feels stable. And to people who are used to emotional intensity, that calm can feel boring. That's why emotional immaturity often gets mistaken for confidence, charm, or independence. In the next video, we'll break down the traits people commonly confuse with emotional maturity and why those traits often create the most unstable relationships over time.